Hello, in this video we're going to take a look at how to set a page as your front page and then make it your home page in Canvas. So the first thing that we're going to do when we start out this journey is that we've got to get to the Edmonds School District 2020 template course for the first semester. This is where we're going to start. And this thing is located in what's called the Canvas Commons. Now, if you don't know, the Canvas Commons is a great place to look for resources that have been created that'll let you import into your course. Great content, great stuff here. And what we're using it for now is to bring in this template. So one quick note here is if you click the link and you didn't end up on this page right here that we're seeing here, it means that you're not signed into the Commons. So easy to do. And the difference is you'll notice that you'll be at this common search page, and I have my little Canvas avatar picture here, but if you're not signed in, it'll say sign in. The bummer thing is you can't sign in from Commons. So if you notice that you're not signed in, you have to click back to your Canvas dashboard and make sure that you click the little Commons icon there. That'll sign you in. Then you can click the link again and you're going to end up on the Edmonds School District 2020 template. So awesome. Now we're there. So once you're here, you're going to click this button that says import/download. So let's go ahead and click that. And you're going to see all of your Canvas courses that you could import this thing into. So I have a very long list of Canvas courses that I could import it into, but we just want to make sure that we import it into the one that you're going to be using with your students. In my case, I don't have students, but I'm going to import it into practice course to delete. I can do anything I want in this course because I just created it to practice with. So I check that box and then I'm going to say import into course. And I get this beautiful green banner saying I've successfully started the import. It may take a little while to see changes in my course, but it's going to get there, so I know it started. So now I'm going to click on the tab that takes me back to the Canvas dashboard. And here's my dashboard where I've got several of my courses showing. I've hid many of them because I don't need to see them all the time. But here's my practice course to delete. So if I click on this tile to open that up, it should be import. Oh my gosh, it's already there. It's imported my course into, or the course from the Commons into this course, so I can start working with it now. That's awesome. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to want to do is edit my front page. I want to edit my page. And I notice that right away it automatically takes me to the home page. That's sweet. So I can start editing right here. Now, if we didn't see this, we could click Pages. And I can click View All Pages. I mean, it's set up so beautifully, right? I can just click Edit here. But if I click View All Pages, I have this whole long list of all of the pages that are in this course, including the example homepage, which happens to already be set as a front page, which is great. That's going to help so much. But I'm going to go ahead and click Example Homepage. And here we're back to where we were before we took that little detour. But I'm going to want to edit this, right? I don't want it called example homepage. I don't want it to say welcome to course name. I want it to have my course name. I want it to have my name. So I'm going to go ahead and click this edit pencil here in the top right. And so I can start changing things right away. Now, this thing is called example homepage. That's not a good name. I don't want my students to log in here and see that it's just an example. I want them to think it's the real thing. So one thing I can do if I'm having a hard time thinking of a good name for this thing is just call it homepage. Or if you're feeling, a little bit saucy, you could call it like the best homepage in the entire world. You could run with this, right? But we just don't want it to be called example homepage. That wouldn't make much sense. Now we're going to click away from that. And something to notice, if you haven't used Canvas much before, there's a few scroll bars going on here, which can be a bit overwhelming, but you'll get used to it. We have a scroll bar over on the right-hand side that moves the whole page up and down. But then here, right in the center, there's this text editor. Now this thing is called the Rich Content Editor because we can put a lot of different things in here. We can put links to videos, we can put images, we can put different text, and you'll notice that it has its own little scroll bar. So I'm just scrolling here right now. Now, what I'm going to do, welcome to our course. That looks kind of nice. It's got like a little Blackboard theme going on. I'm old enough to remember when everybody wrote on blackboards. I don't know where all of you are at. Cracky fingers, right? Whiteboards are a little bit better, I think, and it adds a little more color and flair. But we've got the Blackboard thing going on here. Then it says, welcome to course name. Well, we don't want it to just say course name. Let's call it our course. So I don't know, this one could be called Fake Course Number 1 because that's about what it is. And then we can put in our name and Mr. Awesome, and then any other contact information that you have that you want to include here. And when you're all done, or other pertinent information that you think is really important, definitely want to make sure we have that contact information. We want to make sure that students, parents, they know how to get in touch with us. That's one of the greatest things about Canvas, is using it as a communication tool. Really great for families, really great for kids. And something to keep in mind when you work on this Canvas homepage is that families that are using the app, that are accessing the Canvas information, the Canvas pages on their mobile devices, tables don't work. They can't really see the tables. So if you can kind of shy away from using tables, that can be really helpful to communicate with families. And we have to keep in mind that they're such an integral part of this process, and really kind of the end user when we're talking about Canvas users here. So if we can shy away from tables unless they're absolutely necessary, that's a good thing to do. So when you're done with all of this, and this is huge, everyone, you have to scroll down with the outside scroll bar and click Save. If you don't click Save, none of these changes will hold, and it's so sad because you probably put so much time and effort into it. So make sure you scroll outside and you click Save. Now we're going to go ahead and do that, and we got the little spinny wheel. And now we are set. We've got the best homepage in the entire world. Now, what is super nifty is because I imported this course from the Commons, the course already had this page set as its front page. Now, there's a chance you may have already had a Canvas page, maybe started, and you had something in there. So there's a chance that maybe this wasn't already set as your front page when you imported it. So in order to make sure that it is set as your front page, we can click View All Pages again. And we notice, see, there's this flag right here that tells me that is my front page. And you'll see, remember, this used to be called Example Homepage, and now it's called the best homepage in the entire world. So that changed. So if you're looking for this change, then make sure that you look for the new name that you called it. Now, this is already set as the front page, but if we did want to change it, we can just click on these 3 dots here, and then right here, this option, it says Use as Front Page, and that'll change the front page right there. That's all there is to it. So right now, this course information for students and families is my homepage, or my front page rather. I don't really want that to be the front page. I want the homepage to be the front page. So I'm going to click back on these 3 dots and then say Use as Front Page. So now that is what is considered my front page. Now, if I click on this Home button in the top left, it's going to bring me back home. Now, again, because I imported this from the Commons, everything was already set, which is so great. It's already my front page. It's already my home page. But if you imported it into a course where you already had some content and you want to change that so that this is now your front page and we want to make sure it's our home page, if we look at this button over here to the right, it says Choose Home Page. Go ahead and click that. Now, by default, if you didn't import this from Commons, as I did, you're going to have Course Activity Stream selected first. Now, that's just going to show the activity of your course, and it's not as useful to your students. It's not as useful to the families. When they get there, we want the first thing to be seen, something that looks really sharp, something that looks really nice. So we want to select Pages Front Page. And what that means is the page that you've selected as your front page is going to become your home page. Now remember, anything that you do, any change that you make in Canvas, you've got to click the Save button or the changes won't hold. So we need to make sure that we click Save every time. And with that, we now have a home page with many different contact information with our name. It's looking sharp. We know where to direct students. This particular course is not published, so you want to make sure that you click Publish so that people can view it. But that is how you set a page as your front page and then set that front page as a home page. Thank you so much for watching.